Peace, 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 peace. Welcome to the first Radical Activist Podcast. And I'm hoping it'll be a good one. I won't be long, but I will be strong. All right. Dalo Saku. I am your radical activist. Today's topic, and here's what led me to this topic. I'm expecting her to pass away, and with her passing away, there were things that I was not aware of when closing out her. And so I wanted, it's not a lot, but I don't have them all memorized. One thing we have to take in mind is if you have a business account, if you're in business, if you have a business account, if you have a job, if you have 401ks, if you have Roth IRAs, if you have any kind of banking or credit union, any account, and you have a family, you need to leave a beneficiary. Usually they will ask on the documents, on the applications, but if you do have any of those things, you need to immediately go ahead and add your beneficiaries, the first one, the second one, and the third one. Who do you think needs to be? Because when you don't, that person that's left behind, let's just say, for example, you have a bank account. You pass, daughter has access to your bank account. Two things. They can withdraw as much as they can, fast as they can, before telling or letting the bank know or the credit union know that the parent has passed away. The other thing is you're going to have to, if you go in there and your parent did not leave your name as a beneficiary, what's going to happen is the bank isn't going to tell you anything other than you aren't listed as a beneficiary. They're going to close that account, and they're going to tell you that you need to go. You're going to have to go to probate. It doesn't matter if you have a trust or a will. If that trust or will is not indicated on the application at the bank or the credit union or with any of these other things that you may have, it doesn't matter. You're still going to have to go to probate. And let's just say you are an average income person, and the person that passed away was a career person. You may not have the money, because when you go to probate, depending on how much money was left in that account, is going to depend on how much they charge you. So this is the American hustle. If that thing is over $15,000 in Jacksonville, Florida, it's basically $500. If it's more than $15,000, then of course the charge is more. And it's a hustle because there isn't any more work that you're going to do, that this court system isn't going to do, to relinquish the money to the said beneficiary, the one who's going to close out the estate. So these are things that we tend to take for granted, which is minding your business, handling your business for your people. That's after you. Listing beneficiaries is not closing, or it's not a death wish because you decide to handle your business decades, centuries, or not decades, not centuries, but ahead of the time in which you may pass. So I want to read off a couple of things here real quick. And I'm going to make this available. I'm going to create an ebook available for download. And then I'm going to do a follow-up with my financial advisor, Darnell Moat. We're going to get in here. We're going to talk about life insurance, whole life. We're going to talk about every aspect of life insurance, because remember, life insurance is to be used when you are alive. Okay? One is you need to talk to your family. You got to have a family meeting. Whoever the head is, whatever the situation is, or even if it's just if you have no children, but you have people that you trust, whether they're your age or younger, you got to put things in place. And you need to sit down and have a conversation with them, ensuring a smooth transition for your loved ones. One is you want to create a will. Drafting a legal binding will is a crucial to express your wishes regarding how you want things to happen after you pass. Who's going to handle your assets? You want to appoint an executor, designated a trusted person to serve as an executive of your estate. This individual will be responsible for managing your affairs, including settling debts, distributing assets, and ensuring your wishes are carried out according to your will. Organize your financial information. Compile and organize important financial documents such as bank accounts, statements, investment records, insurance policies, property deeds, and outstanding debts. Make sure your loved ones know where to find these documents. We have, in my place, we have a family folder. One that deals with our birth records, which goes back beyond America. And then we also have the business records for the individuals inside of this home. Okay. Communicate your intentions. This is what I was talking about when I said have a family meeting. Discuss your plans with your family members to ensure that they are aware of your wishes and to minimize any potential conflicts or misunderstandings. Provide clear instructions regards to your assets and any specific requests you may have. Also consider life insurance. Life insurance is key while you're alive. And we can get into that another time, but this is just another step. Make sure you get your life insurance. Make sure you talk to the person that you trust, that's referred. That's a clean professional in this particular industry. Manage your debts. Create a plan to address any outstanding debts, such as mortgages, loans, credit cards, balances, taxes, if necessary. Consider strategies to minimize the burden on your loved ones, such as life insurance or setting aside funds specifically for this purpose. You know, this goes into your estate planning as well. When my mother passed, psychologically, you're in a state of shock. I'm in a state of shock. Everything is a fog. And you know, if you're left in control, the things that you need to do in a timely fashion. And I'm going to just tell you how my mind operates. I'm in love with my mama. I loved and I love my mama. I'm not in love with her clothes, her car, her money, any of that shit. So I don't need it. I do not believe in being attached to things, and even a limited time to human beings to a certain extent. So the fastest I could clean up her things, I could, I don't think it's about moving on to heal. Because I personally believe I never heal. I just adjust to the pain, to the sadness. And so you still got to do business with the fresh memory that your loved one has passed. You have to call Social Security and hope that they don't have you on hold for 2 days. And you want to get Once, let's just say we're all past the service, and you want to, the mortuary or the funeral home, they take all the information of your loved one, and then it's quicker and probably less inexpensive for you to just go downtown or go wherever you need to go to Vital Statistic Building and get several copies of death certificate versus paying the mortuary to get them. You going down there like I did and get about 10 copies. It's inexpensive, it's not that much. Now, the reason you want those is because when you go to, let's just say you got 3 bank accounts, they want a copy. Some they all want the original for their records to close it out. Then you have accounts you can't get to. You may have the 401ks or retirement. You have to, they may want you to mail one or, copy and email it. I'm trying to think. There's so many other things, but you want to have those. You want to have those for your record. Keep a folder. Keep all of that stuff in there. All the mail that's going to come, you're going to have to be the point person on answering, the mail. If there was life insurance policies, you're going to have to get on the phone with those people, remembering that your loved one just passed. You're going to have to call his name over and over and over again with the fresh memory that your loved one has passed. So I had to basically compartmentalize my thought process and operate as if it was just doing business, which it was. My mama ain't raised a fool. And so, it's good if you got someone else that understands business and that needs to be done in a timely manner. You do not want this shit to be over your head 2 and 3 months down the line, especially if you have a family, you have a business, you have things outside of your house that you have to continue to do because this is what some people say a new normal. That person is no longer in your life, but you want to get back to your life, because getting back to your life, depending on how you feel about that person, you're going to have to deal with the thoughts, the emotions, the memories every single day. So anyway, always communicate your plans. Put it down on paper. Regularly review and update your beneficiaries. One day you may be like, hey man, I want Tony to be the beneficiary. Then you realize Tony smoked crack. You can't fuck with Tony. Tony out of there. Okay. Get somebody else. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, as many as you need. And you say, well, if this person is this, then this person here. If this person goes that way, then I need this person. And things happen. Marriages, divorce, births, things happen. So you got to continually update it and have some other people who understand that this is what you have. Like you may have a cousin or a brother or sister when you're putting your information down that you talk to that was there as a witness to notarize your things. And then they understand that when it's time, when that person passed, they understand that person that they put down in that document is the one that's going to execute and close that estate out, that loved one. So it's just a quick, brief thing about minding your business before you pass, and then the steps you may have to take when you become the beneficiary of an estate. The one thing is, remember, if it's your loved one, you are your loved one. Your genetics run through your blood. They remain here at all times. If you need to be like, I have an altar I've had an altar for years for all the loved ones that have come in and out of my life, the funerals I paid for, the victims of violent crimes. They remain on my altar. I always keep my ancestors alive daily, and it's a tradition in my home, right? So when people have the perspective of themselves as an ambassador of their family, and their family is basically a country, right? You understand that you have to have financing and defense, and your paperwork has to be in order so that other ambassadors, other countries can understand what it is that you're seeking, what it is you want done. And this is where your will, your trust, all of this comes into play. And it's not hard. And I'll make it even easier with steps. Once I finish this, we'll have this available sometime soon. The ebook, it's available. I just need to edit it, some other things, put some other things in here. Free for download. I'm going to come back and we're going to talk with a friend of mine, one of my workout partners. And we're going to go over details. I got a couple of people that are my life insurance people, and I'll be gladly have them on here, and so that we can get this information out for people, man. But this is the official Radical Activist Podcast, and I'm signing out. Duval County. And remember, man, always operate in love and keep it peace.